All the motherfuckers, they think they're bad motherfuckers. I want them to fight the Mexican mafia. No, I'm serious though. I'm not smoking, talking shit, but I'm serious.
Recently, Mike Tyson weighed in on the controversy surrounding the Isaac Cruz versus Romero bout, talking about the cheating allegations against Cruz regarding his knockout victory over Romero. As a renowned figure in the boxing world, Mike Tyson's opinion and commentary on significant boxing events carry significant weight. Pitbull Cruz claimed the WBA super lightweight championship by defeating Rolly Romero, perched in his designated corner. Amidst the break, Romero found himself drenched in water, though it seemed evident that he yearned for a more potent revitalization. Cruz commenced the second round by aggressively targeting the body before transitioning to attacks upstairs, while Romero aimed to maintain distance. However, Cruz persisted in closing the gap, unleashing powerful strikes with determination. Both fighters exchanged powerful right hands as the second round came to a close. During the third period, Rolly showcased his adeptness in stabilizing the situation aboard the vessel. The audience's disapproval hinted that his actions were effective there. Frustration likely mirrored Cruz's sentiments as the session's final minute approached. Cruz intensified his efforts, responding to Rolly's tendency to linger in the interior. Cruz didn't require any prompting to engage in close quarter combat, and he promptly seized the opportunity. The contender surged forward, unleashing a thunderous left hook to Romero's midsection, followed by a swift strike to the head. In the fourth round, with relentless intensity, he pummeled Romero with a series of rapid-fire blows, eliciting a chorus of fervent Mexico chants echoing throughout the arena. Referee Thomas Taylor issued a warning to Romero in the fifth round for holding, and later in the match he penalized the title holder by deducting a point for committing the same offense. Before the bout, Romero expressed confidence in his ability to fend off Cruz's advances. However, Pitbull Cruz evidently had a differing opinion. Persistently, Cruz pressed on, landing a solid straight right as Romero attempted to evade to his left. As the bout unfolded, Cruz's intensity seemed to wane from its initial fervor, yet he managed to connect with a precise left hook followed by a powerful right hand. Meanwhile, Romero began to find his rhythm with his own right hand strikes. Suddenly, Cruz unleashed a lightning-fast right uppercut that collided with Romero's chin, instantly plunging him into a perilous situation. The winner, a man from Las Vegas, attempted valiantly to shoot back to push Cruz off him, despite being sleepy and trying frantically to hold on. Romero was cleared by the doctor to enter the eighth round, but the fight seemed certain from the start. Here is how Romero reacted after the fight.
You did take more punches than you thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight? It's okay.
I want to tell everybody, just thank you for coming out, and honestly, happy Easter, everybody. You guys, it's like Jesus was resurrected. I'll be back. I want to tell everybody happy Easter, and thank you for supporting me and following me.
Romero might have embraced the brief respite as the action halted for the tape to be secured around one of Cruz's gloves, yet as the fighters reconvened at the ring's center, Cruz unleashed a flurry of lefts and rights, breaking through Romero's defenses. With only 56 seconds into the eighth round, the referee decided he had seen sufficient in turf to halt the match. The atmosphere at T-Mobile Arena erupted into chaos as Romero surrendered his title. Despite displaying commendable bravery, he found himself unable to fend off the relentless onslaught of hooks that ultimately brought his evening to an abrupt end. Pitbull basked in a thunderous reception from the crowd as They erupted with excitement upon spotting him in the entrance tunnel. Before his ring walked the cheers only, amplified as he stepped into the ring, but they paled in comparison to his determination to reign as a champion for an extended period with bold challenges to fighters like Devin Haney and Grant Davis. Despite his narrow defeat to the latter in December 2021, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of dominance. The fight also prompted Ryan Garcia to swiftly seize the chance to challenge. The newly crowned champion Ryan Garcia seems to be treading the same path as Rolly Romero, indulging in trash talk without fully comprehending the challenge ahead, all in an attempt to provoke his opponent Devin Haney, whom he is scheduled to face in April for the WBC Super Lightweight title. Garcia tweeted, "I would sleep Cruz, you guys are delusional after I owe Haney. I would gladly handle him easily." The initial post marked just the beginning of a series of remarks he shared on the X platform following his declaration to sleep Cruz in jest. Yet shortly thereafter he pinned another comment expressing his admiration for Pitbull. Garcia tweeted, "In the end, I respect Pitbull. He's a small fighter able to KO bigger fighters. A fight would be great. Let's do it one day. I'm focused on the task ahead, but that would be fun." Following his decisive technical knockout victory, Pitbull swiftly ascended to the zenith of the boxing world despite the tantalizing prospect of squaring off against Gant Davis for a lucrative purse. He chose to mark his triumph with an audacious challenge to all potential adversaries brave enough to step into the ring against him. Garcia immediately tweeted a challenge, claiming, "You don't know boxing if you really think Pitbull beats me. I fought so many fighters like that in my life. It would be a field day." Ryan Garcia is slated to go head-to-head with Devin Haney on April 20th. Should Garcia emerge victorious, the possibility of a bout with Isaac Pitbull Cruz looms on the horizon for both pugilists. Rolando Romero's championship reign turned out to be a bitter farce. His flimsy crown was ruthlessly unmasked by the tempestuous force known as Isaac Cruz amidst the backdrop of a thrilling welterweight showdown. Cruz pulverized Romero's defenses, seizing the WBA junior welterweight title with a commanding TKO triumph in the 8th round. The outcome seemed inevitable from the very first bell. Cruz unleashed a devastating counter left hook that rocked Romero, causing his legs to wobble like gelatin. Despite the onslaught, Romero managed to cling to the ropes, barely surviving the round, but signaling the beginning of a relentless barrage. Nonetheless, the referee had to intervene and halt the fight in the 8th round. This outcome forced Leonard Elb to swallow his earlier boasts as his fighter endured a crushing defeat at the hands of a formidable adversary. Leonard Elb once confidently asserted that Isaac Cruz lacked the knockout power to dominate his opponents. However, a fan recently called him out on social media, reminding him of those words after Cruz's fight ended in an unexpected stoppage defeat at the hands of Pitbull. Aller, humbled by the outcome, openly acknowledged his mistaken prediction and commended Cruz for his impressive performance in the ring. Irby wrote, "Yep, I sure did, and he had a heck of a performance. Props to him for doing his thing." Checks for tuning in. The 4th of May will be another banger on Amazon Prime. He is now anticipating the fight that Jamie Munguia and Canelo Alvarez will soon engage in, which will be streamed on Amazon Prime. Oscar de la Hoya and Bernard Hopkins, meanwhile, shared videos of themselves giggling uncontrollably during Romero's performance on social media. Irby was offended by this and indicated how disgusted he was with their actions. De La Hoya and Hopkins stirred up a storm of controversy when they shared an Instagram post ridiculing Romero's recent loss. Their laughter and De La Hoya's tactless comparison of Cruz to a Chihuahua didn't sit well with many, leading to a barrage of criticism. Leonard Herb Romero's promoter swiftly condemned their actions as utterly lacking in class, emphasizing the inherent risks associated with the sport. While Rolly is okay, but what if he wasn't and something tragic happened, he questioned, reminding everyone of the very real risks fighters face in the ring. Eller continued after that he gave the new champion and his squad props and acknowledged Cruz's outstanding performance while tempering his criticism with a hint of class within the realm of boxing. Likening oneself to the greats of the sport serves as both homage and assertion. Isaac Cruz, buoyed by a notable